Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the final installment of What's in a Memory. I am your DM, Heartless, and I am joined by my lovely, lovely players.
I'm first. I'm always first.
Yes.
Always first.
I'm always first. It's me, AudioVizual, Toonkind's local bootleg Sableye. I'm back and I'm evil and I cannot be stopped. And I'm playing Vexis and I hold this idiot so soft. I enjoy fucking with him so much and we're just gonna keep that pain train going.
Alright.
Hello, I'm Altaria. I'm playing our Xalbaer, and I have turned the gremlin energy on, so this should be fun.
Right. Hello, my name is GentlyMad. I am the new kid on the block today. I am going to be playing Lara Nyxxe, who is a gremlin child. That's my speciality, I guess, apparently. So, anyway, hey.
Hi, I'm Bluejay. I'm playing Dexion, Airy. That's short for Dexterity, Indiscriminate Area of Effect. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Same
Walking
hat.
around and finding out.
Yeah.
So, last time, our team at the cathedral went through a secret door, found the Hazamar who lives in the cathedral named Naomi. Chased her down, eventually convinced her that they're not there to hurt her or hinder her in any way, and get her to talk to them and guide them to the top of the tower, where they found a variety of interesting things, including bottles with memories inside of them, pictures that Naomi had drawn of people that they know, which Naomi has definitely not met. Cool magic tech control panel that seems to control some of the functions that the cathedral can perform, with a whole lot of interesting knobs and buttons, one of which Naomi asked you guys very much not to touch, for fear of the danger. After that...
Are we going to it? We just don't know.
You don't know what it does yet.
Yeah.
After that, you guys were guided into a room with a very large gold and white wall with the symbol of the light upon it, which Vexis recognized.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Everything's fine.
Upon investigating the wall, the team found out that only Marlowe and eventually Vexis could pass through it, leaving Dexion and Xalbaer outside. Laura! Well, all this has been happening. You were, let's see, where were you? In cinema, talking with the 13th Order's criminal contact in Faruma, named Sly Creed, a dark green tiefling with sharp curled horns that have little ridges, and they curl sharply back over his head. While talking to him, you have learned that there was a team of adventurers who took down Sinclair, and that the Cutsmen would like the Order to maybe lay low a little more, because it seems like there have been people on their tail lately.
Ready?
Amidst this conversation, you receive a letter telling you, hey, go to this address because, Marlowe, Vexis, Dexion, and Xalbaer need backup, and it seemed like this was supposed to arrive a day ago.
Oops. Darn mail system. Oh, okay. Boy, and they're asking her for help. Oh man.
Well, considering that other people are busy or unreachable, Laura was the only one who wasn't too busy to not be like, hey, go back them up.
You don't have anything better to do, Laura. You know, I mean, just come on. What else are you going to do?
Luckily, you were able to book passage on a teleportation circle, at least back to Toontown, where you took a train to get to Timeless Hollow. I think we'll start with you leaving the train, passing through the town to the sight of very strange shadow people staring at you as you walk through.
She just stares right back at him. Probably puts her middle fingers up, you know, like, what are you guys looking at?
It was a foggy, raining day out, and I saw a bunch of prep shadows.
I can't die this early.
Perish.
And you walk up to the Eclipse Cathedral proper. Crackoom!
All right, crackoom. Oh, dramatic. All right. She is at the cathedral proper.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So she's just standing here looking at this place. She looks up at it and up and up and up because I'm assuming that it's very, very big.
Oh yeah, it's 13 floors tall. You can't even see the top. There's like a lot of dark clouds surrounding it.
Okay. Laura's like, this better be worth my time. So I guess what she's gonna do, like, just bang on the door, I guess. Knock, knock.
The door opens. It's kind of dark, but also pretty empty inside, except for the projector at the top of the room. Please do not have her push it. Please, I don't want the embarrassment of having to play me trying to be serious.
So you say I shouldn't push it?
I'm sorry about that.
Are you really sure I shouldn't push it? Because I think I want to push it now.
No.
Oh, no.
All right, I will spare you. Because I love you, Heart. I will spare you.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Now, anyway, she goes in there. She's just like looking around, and she cups her hands around her mouth, and she's just like, "Where are you losers at?" So, because we don't do subtle here with Lara. She's not a subtle person.
Laura's voice echoes up the staircase.
Okay, then. No answer. They're either dead or dead. Okay, so she looks up at the stairs, and those are an awful lot of stairs.
Yep.
And she's just like, ugh. She's like, yeah, this, all right, whatever. Yeah, this better be picking for them. So she starts going up the stairs. She's just going like on all hands and legs because she's just like, she's just ready to get up there and find them, and it's just like wherever the heck they are.
Okay, so for that, let's see. let me double check. I'm going to need you to roll me 4 wisdom saving throws.
Oh my god.
Fun. Okay. Let me see. What is her wisdom? Does she have any? Okay. Are you smart at all, dear? Let's see.
Because I'm just going to skip you up the 4 levels.
I got you. All right. So four wisdom. Just... Okay. Have any modifiers for my wisdom?
Oh no.
Oh, that one passes for the first one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Second
That one also
okay,
passes.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We're doing good so far. Something's gonna happen. I just have a feeling.
That one passes very barely, though. Meets
Just
it, beats
barely.
it.
All right. Come on, baby. Come on, dice parser. Don't let me down. Oh. See here.
Oh, okay. So
I love you, dice parser. I love you.
as you climb the 4th set of stairs, man, it's a lot
Gasping
of
and wheezing the
stairs.
whole way.
You feel a little weird, and I need you to send me Laura's oldest memory in DMs.
Okie dokie.
It's now gone.
Crunchy.
Yoinks.
Munch. Delicious, delicious memory. Okay. All right. Hang on a second.
You can pick
Oldest-
it up at the front desk later.
Okay. Oldest memory. All right. Okay, I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm not. I'll quick on the draw here.
It's okay. You don't have to think about it right now, but just
Make a note.
set a note for yourself to
All right.
find out what Laura's oldest memory is and send it to me.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That way we can keep things rolling.
Alrighty.
So
Okay.
you're at the
We'll
4th
work on that
floor,
later.
and there's a staircase upwards and a single door.
Okay. Well, she gets up there and she's just probably wheezing and gasping right now because God knows she's probably not in any kind of good shape, you know. She's evil, all right? It doesn't it's not like there's an evil workout program or something, you know. You just, I mean, it's like. So anyway, so she's up there. She's going wheeze. Up she goes. She's gonna knock, I guess, on the door because, like I said, you know, it's just there's a door. Bangs on. No. At this point, she's pretty irritated, so she bangs on it. And she's just like, "Let me in."
So as you bang on the door, there's a click to your right, and there's another door that you didn't notice before coming out of the wall.
Okay. Hey, there's another door. Laura just looks at this door that just creaked open. She looks over at the other door. She rolls her eyes. She's like, yeah, okay, we're doing this, aren't we? We're doing this. Okay, all right. She goes over to the other door.
And through is a very long staircase that spirals upwards and upwards.
Are you heckin' kidding me? More Where the heck is the stupid elevators in this stupid cathedral? Okay.
Don't unlock it until you make it to the top.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she's gonna start off going up the stairs, grumbling and growling and irritated the whole way because she cannot believe they have to go all the way up these stupid stairs. Stupid stairs. Look at that. There's not even any railing going in there. I mean, God, look, I could just look over and fall. That's probably what those dum-dums did anyway.
There is actual railing, by the way.
Oh, okay.
There is a railing.
Whoops. Failed the perception check. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's spiraling upwards and upwards and upwards. And
Mhm.
while Laura gremlins her way up the stairs,
Yes, exactly.
we're going to cut over to Vexis.
Oh no.
So, Vexis, you're pretty stunned for a little bit, and then you realize that this particular part of the room is very, very loud, because the bronze dragon, who is sleeping right there in front of you, is snoring. Naomi, who walked in front of you, has since climbed the steps and just sat herself down next to the head of this bronze dragon and gently laid one of her hands on top of their head. And she looks at both you and Marlowe. And you don't hear anything.
Other than the snoring, I'm guessing.
Yes, other than the very loud snoring.
Wait, I can do this for you. Hang on a second. There you go. Snoring sound effect.
Vexis is just staring. He is kind of frozen still. Like, I feel like there's half a second where he really quickly flicks his gaze at Marlowe. And
So
then
I'm going to interrupt you there because Marlowe's having a face journey, and I need to describe it for you.
oh boy. Oh dear.
So you look up at Marlowe, and Marlowe, there seems to be some sort of face journey starting at confused, and then going to what strangely looks like hopeful. And then Marlowe takes a half a step forward, and then suddenly starts disintegrating into glittering gold dust. And there's a peaceful sigh that comes from him that somehow you can hear over this very loud snoring.
Vexis is just standing here.
Oh my god.
And as you look back towards Naomi, Naomi just kind of shivers, and when she opens her eyes again, they are completely gold.
Vexis
She looks like
is
this now.
going.
She's kind of like, well, that just happened, didn't it?
He is Vexis. I'm gonna have Vexis roll. Okay. I'm gonna have Vexis roll something really quick. I'm gonna have Vexis. Okay, it's a 15. He sort of straightens himself out. Like, he had kind of like scrunched up. Watching that happen. But he kind of straightens his spine and looks at Naomi and this relatively small for dragon, but it's still big as hell dragon. And he doesn't take a step forward or anything because he's gonna just very attempting to be calm, be like, Naomi, are you alright?
So she tilts her head a little bit, and you hear in your mind, I'm fine. Why?
Oh.
She makes a telepathic link with you.
I was gonna fucking say. Vexis is gonna sit on the floor.
No.
He's just gonna sit down cross-legged and put his head in his hands.
Oh my.
Really? Well, I was having a crisis.
Just the record scratch, freeze frame. You may be wondering how I got here.
Yes. Oh my god.
Vexis is
Dang.
just rubbing the bridge of his nose, and he's like, I'm going to respectfully ask for a moment, Naomi dear. I'll get back to you.
You need a moment? Okay.
I need a lot more than just a moment.
And then we skip to Dexion and Xalbaer.
Yeah.
To give Vexis a little bit of a moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
There,
So-
Texas. There, dear.
Xalbaer, as you watch Vexis pull his feet back, you realize as the wall stops being interrupted, you can't hear anything beyond it, and neither can you see anything beyond it. So I'd like you both to make me a perception check.
Yeah.
Wait, time to roll things.
Yes.
Mhm. Hey.
Hey. Okay, so, unfortunately, Dexion, you don't see anything different, but Xalbaer, with your natural 20, coming to a 25, as you look around the room a second time, you notice that opposite of where you are, on the wall, there seems to be an off-colored tile. Something you didn't notice the first time you walked in here and looked around because, well, the big wall, golden wall with the light symbol on it is pretty, eye-catching.
Mm-hmm. Just out of curiosity, as I'm taking a look around, is there anything like small that's loose somewhere? Just anything?
Well, by the wall where you see that off-colored tile, you do see that the carpet that's on the floor is kind of, a little out of place.
Mm-hmm. So there's nothing like loose around that I can chuck through this glowing wall, right?
No, there's nothing loose around that you can throw through the wall. You'd have to pull something out of your pack.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a hammer space.
Yup, and Dexion could pull something out of his hammer space. Do you communicate what you want to do?
Yes. Dexion, do you happen to have something we can perhaps chuck through this wall on the off chance it doesn't bounce back and hit us?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I got a rock.
Perfect. Xalbaer will reach for the rock.
Yeah, you can
May I?
have the rock.
All right. Xalbaer will take the rock and attempt to chuck it at the spot where Vexis just went through.
Okay.
Thanks.
Roll me a strength check.
Hell yeah. I was looking at the wrong spot. Strength check. Not save. Check. Okay, that's a different number.
Strength check. It could be athletics. Because why not?
I'm gonna do strength. I'm not gonna be mean.
Okay. So you toss this rock at the wall, and it bounces off and falls to the side.
Incredible.
Did nothing. Perfect. Xalbaer will leave the rock for them to be confused over later and go over to the weird tile and start poking at it.
Okay.
Dexion's kind of just been sitting on the floor, thinking thoughts, as he does.
Yes.
Like, what could possibly be the criteria for getting through this wall?
No idea.
So, Xalbaer, as you walk up to the off-colored tile and you press it, the wall directly in front of it starts turning. And it's turning. And if you don't step out of the way, you're going to be swept up into the wall.
Yeah, probably gonna step back a little bit out of the way. Try and see if there's anything behind where it's opening.
So as you step out of the way and you look, there is a darkened hallway beyond the wall.
Dexion, are you down for a little bit of exploring?
I suppose that's what we came here for.
If we can't make it through this wall, there's nothing more we can really do here, short of attempting to break through. But if half of our team is currently through, there's no point.
I mean, there's plenty of things we could do. Not in this room.
True. So, dark hallway or button?
He's thinking.
Alright, so as you're thinking, we're gonna go to Lara, who's halfway up the staircase. Roll me a con save.
Okay. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Laura's just probably been like just cussing the stairs out this whole time. You know, doing a little Grawlix thing. I do have a +1 to Constitution. All right. Will it be enough to save her? I have no idea. Let's find out. 14. Okay.
I am going to say that, unfortunately, since she was already tired on the stairs before, that she gains a point of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Oh, bless.
She's just like, she's got her hand up against the wall, the opposite wall there. She's just like, she's like, I hate stairs. I hate them. Ugh. I'm going to outlaw them. Someday, if I ever become like a queen or something, I'm going to outlaw stairs. Just outlaw the whole stupid. And she keeps going.
Amazing. We're gonna cut back to Vexis. Is Vexis still having a crisis on the floor?
I feel like Vexis is the kind of person who will have his crisis for approximately like 3 minutes, get really annoyed, and just like be like, all right, fuck it, I'm moving on. I guess this is my life now. He's gonna slowly get up and his tail's gonna be kind of swishy. And he has no idea why pecking Naomi's eyes are doing things. I feel like that's something he either will know or should roll for.
I Yes, I feel like he should roll for that.
Okay, what shall I roll for him?
That should be either history or arcana.
Alright, history or arcana? I'm gonna do arcana because it's a higher mod. And sometimes you pick the higher mod. Yeah,
Ooh.
like mad. A 12.
Unfortunately, this phenomenon does seem familiar. Like you've seen it before. But unfortunately, you're having a hard time trying to figure out where you've seen it, what it was from.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering Marlo no longer exists beside you. That's a
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's right.
Marlo got
That is the
fucking
thing, isn't it?
snapped.
Somewhere else, not that anyone knows, but just for the recording's sake and for the audience, somewhere else in the spring court of Evershore, a very large moth wakes up in a flower field.
Woo! Oh, that was nice.
Anyways, back to Vexis and Naomi, who's sitting there waiting patiently.
Very patiently.
Yes.
Vexis is gonna like groom his face a little because he's old and stressed. And he's going to take a hesitant step forward. And he's going to look at Naomi and side-eye the dragon a little and ask, may I inquire about what you have done, Naomi, if you have knowledge of what you just did?
Do you mean to Marla?
Yes, I do believe so.
I granted his wish.
You can't see it, but the face journey. The face journey. Like,
And she will continue. I asked him why he was here. And he said it was because someone promised him that they would help him get his soul back. So the Eclipse Cathedral helped me help him.
Are you going to be asking me any sort of questions like that?
Hold on a minute, let me go back to my notes.
Oh, thank God.
She seems to look thoughtful for a moment. And then the answer comes, something like that. Why do you want to help?
To specify, you mean he kind of tilts his head at the fucking dragon she's cuddling.
The dragon she's just kind of leaning against. Yes?
Do I need to cite my sources?
No, I just want to know why.
I am a scientist, my dear.
What's a scientist? Sorry, I didn't say that with a straight face. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. What's a scientist?
I perform tests and ask questions. I look for answers and find them in places some people do not dare try to look. A very complex series of methods to find answers to whatever questions a person may have.
Oh. Actually does sound like she is getting what you're talking about. That's because she rolled a 16 in intelligence. So, what were you going to do with the bottle then?
The bottle I took.
Yeah.
I have a piece of knowledge and from it a question. And I was planning on using the bottle to prompt a talk with its owner. Accent drift. I was planning to talk to the owner and perhaps get an answer to the question I have, or find more information to this little mystery I have on my hands.
Oh. If you had told me that, I would have just given it to you.
Ah, yes, but unfortunately, some of our company was not very receptive towards my methods, as I have come to find over the years. Many people are very set in their ways of gathering information.
And with that, we're going to cut back to Dexion and Xalbaer.
Oh, sighs heavily.
Dexion, are you done doing a think?
So he stopped thinking about what Xalbaer asked and is once again thinking about how you get through the wall. The current theory is that you can only get in if Naomi likes you. No, he's not.
Wow.
I love it, but you also got to make a decision. Do you want to go through into this darkened passage that Xalbaer has found, or do you want to go back and mess with some buttons?
Let's go through the darkened passage.
Yeah.
I am going to say, at this point, Lara bursts in the room.
She just got like her hands on her knees, like. Wait.
Oh, great.
So hi, how are you guys doing?
Just
We were
fine.
doing just fine.
You guys know that there are like so many stairs. How in the heck did you guys do that many stairs? Yeah, I'm good.
We didn't
I got
run
it.
up them.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I ran up some of them.
Well, I okay, all right. Yeah, okay, so okay, never mind. All right, what are we doing? Okay, I'm here. I'm ready to go. What are we doing?
Why are you here?
Because I went up the stairs.
No. Why are you in the cathedral?
Because I came looking for you guys.
Any
I
particular
don't have time for
reason
this.
why?
Because I have. Does she have information? Is that the reason why
she has information, but she also has a message that told her to come back them up.
It's like, I got a message, and she opens it up and she just like sticks it out there in front of him, like, this message right here. See?
Signed
She
by
taps it.
Xehanort.
Yeah. She taps the paper a little bit, like right there. See? Yeah.
God's sake.
So
Alright.
here I am. Hi.
Lara, can you walk through that wall and perhaps walk right back out?
Which wall?
So,
She's looking around.
let me describe the room for you. It's a long room. At the moment, Xalbaer is standing at one end of it next to a very weird-looking wall. On the other side is another weird-looking wall, except that it's gold and has a giant white symbol on it that looks like a mix between a star, a cross, and two bat wings on either side.
And that's
the star cross.
Okay, she looks up and she's like, there's two walls here. Which one are you talking about?
Xalbaer will just point at the golden wall that potentially just ate two people.
Right. That wall. Yeah. I've got a better idea. How about you walk through the wall? And I think I'm going to roll for persuasion just for the heck of it.
We've already tried.
But you know what? I mean, it's kind of a cool looking wall. I mean, don't you want to like, walk through it first so that I mean, she's like she lowers her eyebrow and she's just like, look, you think this is my first time at the rodeo? I mean, come on. How dumb do you think I am?
Would it make you feel better to know that Vexis and Marlowe have already stepped through?
Marlowe went through?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, she takes for a minute. She just like thinks for a minute. She's just like, you said Marlowe went through, right?
And Vexis, yes.
And Vexis, yeah. Okay. So they both went through, and nothing nothing happened, right?
As far as we're aware, no. They simply stepped through and were gone.
Dexion's just standing off to the side with his head in his hands.
I want to see if it eats Lara or not.
Oh. It's just like, how come you want me to go through there? I mean,
are you not qualified to step through a wall?
Well, no, most people aren't.
But this is a magic wall.
Right. That's supposed to make me feel better. Yeah. You did say Marlowe and the other guy went through there.
Vexis, yes, they both stepped through fine.
Just fine. Okay, so let me ask a question. She holds her hand up. She's just like, can I ask a question?
Sure.
How come you aren't stepping through it?
Because it wouldn't allow me. This is a test to see if our theories on why the wall works is correct.
Aha. She looks over at Vexi. Is it Vexian?
Dexion.
Dexion. All right. She looks over. She's like very still, and she's trying to like her eyes just kind of like dart over there to them, and she's like, "Have you walked through the wall? Like recently?"
No.
Her eyes just like go up. She's just like, okay, fine. All right, sure, I'm sure. Let the bard go through the wall. What? It's such.
If you don't feel capable of going through the wall, then you don't have to.
You know, I am so capable of walking through magic stupid walls like this, and I'm just going because Marlo went through. And
you're wasting so much time.
Okay.
Is Lara walking towards the wall as she's arguing?
Yeah, she's walking towards the wall as she's arguing.
So
and she's just like,
is she still looking at Xalbaer and Dexion as she's walking into the wall?
Yes, she's looking while she's walking into the wall.
Remind me what your alignment is.
My alignment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, gosh. What is your alignment, my dear? I'm looking. She is chaotic neutral.
Oh, so as Lara is complaining and arguing and walking into the wall, she walks right through it.
Your problem now, Vex.
And then she's like, she shields up and she's like, and another thing. Oh, wait. Oh. Hey, that was easy.
She walks right back into Vexis.
Another thing. Right. I walked through your wall. Whoopee. I'm in the wall. Look, I'm over on this side of the wall. I'm on that side of the wall. I'm on this
What
side.
are you doing here?
Because because apparently the bards always like the guinea pig of the group, and it's like, hey bard, look, there's a magic wall. We don't know what it does. Why don't you walk through it?
Still on the other side.
I don't know. She just like flings her hand around. She's just. Where's Marlo? I have so got to talk. Where's Marlo? I've got to talk to Marlo and tell him what they made me walk through a wall that they didn't know what to do.
Marlo turned into stardust and went poof. Do you want to walk through the wall again?
Wait, no. Back up. Rewind. What did you say?
I'm saying Marlo was asked a question, apparently gave a very good answer, and he's kind of yelling a little too because the fucking snoring dragon in the background.
Yelling over the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon's snoring in the background, and Naomi's just standing there, just staring at Lara.
Okay, so Lara's over there right now where the dragon is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lara's just like, at this moment, she's just got her head sort of tilted, like, and she's just like, no, rewind. No. What did you say? What did you say about Marlo? What happened to Marlo again? I would like to know. You said something, and I'm not sure that I heard it quite right, because you said something, and your mouth was making the movements, and I'm not sure.
Done? Can I tell you?
Yes, you can tell me.
Marlo isn't here anymore.
Make me a perception check, Lara.
Make a perception check.
Yep, make a perception check.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Laura. We're making a perception check. Here we go. You got a +3. Well, I don't know if this is going to do you any good or not, but okay. Hey.
So you did hear Vexis correctly that time, and as you look around, you see a very suspicious pile of golden dust on the floor, which seems to be very slowly just disappearing.
Well, she just like immediately blinks. And she looks over at them, and she looks over at the dust. She looks back at them. She just like blinks. Her mouth is like hanging open at this point. she points to the dust. She's like, that's Marlowe. Right there. That's him.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that Marlo got turned to dust. I am just saying, Marlo was standing there a minute ago, apparently asked for his soul back, and, turned into
You can
sparkles
do
and
that?
disappeared. I don't know. I showed up. Do you know what I have gone through today, Laura?
I climbed up a whole freaking 13 stories of stairs, and then I come up here. Some goob tells me to go through a wall, and I go through a wall, and then you come in there and you say, "Oh, guess what? Your friend Marlo is dust now," or we don't know. Maybe they we're not really sure what happened. And she just like holds her head in her hands, and she's just like, I hate you all. I hate you.
Nothing is surely mutual. Why don't you ask Naomi for your soul back, and maybe you can find Marlo yourself?
She just like, yes, so she's just like, rusted you guys to take care of that fairy idiot. Believe it or not, I'm like, evil, and I hate people and stuff, but I do actually like kind of like him. I was sort of kind of fond of him, and you just let him. She's
entirely his choice.
As you go through this anger spiral, you hear
it's just like,
a voice in your head, Laura, which says, "Hello, I didn't expect you to get here that quickly."
Who said that? She just like looks around.
Me, Naomi.
And she looks over. She's like, Naomi. She's just like, she squints, and she's like,
Naomi's sitting next to the dragon waves. Her mouth has not moved.
She just like squints. She squints at Naomi, and then she's like, do that again.
And as you're squinting, you see that so she has 5 eyes on her face. And the one on her forehead and the 2 underneath her, where, regular eyes should be, open a little wider. And you hear the voice again. And she says, "What? This?"
Yeah. How are you making my thoughts talk in your voice? What's She's a little freaked out right now, but she's kind of like backs up from Naomi a little bit, because it's like, this is weird.
Naomi kind of stands up from where she was sitting and very shakily walks forward, and then the eyes open wider, and she goes, "Don't back up. I can't talk to you if you go too far."
It aren't a party trick, Laura. Do you not know the basics of magic? Plenty of people can make your thoughts talk to you.
Well, yes, but I mean, I'm aware of that. It's just it's a little weird when it happens to you, because she just like goes, and she's just like, okay, fine, whatever. Marlowe's dust or gone somewhere or whatever, but sure, okay. Let's just, I don't care. She just kind of like, sits down on the floor, because she's genuinely upset, but she doesn't know how, to express that.
So, as she sits down, the voice appears in her head again, and she says, You seem kind of upset. Why?" And Vexis, as you walk towards Naomi, you start feeling like a pressure of wind. And Vexis, I need you to make me a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm. I will say, he is kind of walking towards Naomi like he is going to catch her if she falls.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this mental wind that seems to be keeping you back, you seem to crawl forward and you get to step on the first step up to the dais where the bronze dragon is sleeping on. But you can't seem to go any further. But Naomi's not too far from you. So if she fell, you could catch her.
Okay.
Naomi's still talking with
Lara.
She's still talking with Lara, right?
Yes.
All right. So she asks her, you seem upset, and she's just like, she just kind of sits there, and her mouth becomes a thin little line, and she's like, no, I'm not upset at all. I mean, it's just stop. I mean, it's just, okay. He's gone. It happens, you know.
He's not
Shit like that happens.
gone.
Well, he ain't here.
Yes.
And he's not. It doesn't. She just like puts her hand up. She's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. I'm fine. I'm good. Don't do your weird little
Roll deception.
talk. Yeah, exactly. Let's see if she says it. She really does like Marlo. Like she really genuinely like Marlo. It's like, you know. Oh, okay. Let's see. Deception. What do I have for deception? Am I good at deception? I don't know. Oh, I got a +6 for deception.
Hey.
Okay. Hey. So deception. All right. Okay. I got a 23. Whoa.
So,
Are you using dice gently, by the way?
No. I'm doing the what? Crap.
Wrong chat.
Yeah. Wrong chat.
you rolled in the wrong chat.
Rolled in the wrong chat. No.
Okay,
right, can I
but you
use
can
that?
keep that though. You can
Okay,
keep
all
that.
right, okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
use actual dice. And
Mhm.
so as you're saying you're fine, you get to a point where
Mhm.
where you actually do sound fine,
Mhm.
like outside of yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
And Naomi goes, okay. And
Yeah.
she looks back at Vexis.
Mhm.
You would like my succinct advice, Laura. If you are going to do any sort of investigatory work on Marlowe's whereabouts, since Marlowe is no longer here, I press you towards the Evercourt or Springcourt or whatever the ferries and Evershore stay at.
Evershore comes into your mind.
Ah. Laura just kind of like sits there and she like looks at her hands. And then she's just like, she just stands up. She's just like, you know, she kind of shrugs her shoulders like, no big deal. All right. She goes and she's like, you know, immediately she just goes professional. She's like, all right, so yeah, what are we doing here?
I could ask you the same. What are you doing here?
She does that boy thing, you know, where she presses her fingers against her mouth. Boy. Okay. So I explain this? I can't remember if I explained this before.
You explained it to Xalbaer and Dexion. You had a message from Zaya saying, go back the people in the Eclipse Cathedral up.
Okay. All right. She's like, so anyway, I got a message. The message told me to come here. And because, it's, and she pulls out the message and she holds it up in front of me. I mean, you could look at it for yourself. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Just be like, look at it and just be like, oh, gosh, well, I don't feel like going. I mean, Marlo was with you guys. So, I mean, you honestly don't think that I wouldn't like come when a message told me to come?
Yes, Laura, I understand.
Okay, then. So she looks around and she's just like, all right, so what are we doing? We're standing here. We're talking. It's great. I love it. All right, which way are we going to go now?
He ignores Laura for a second and looks over at Naomi and he's like, if you feel faint, my dear, please grab onto my arm so you will not fall. I would not like you to bust your head on these stairs. And then he looks back at Laura and he's like, yes, I understand, Laura. Yeah, doing investigatory work. I'm investigating.
Right. Okay. So, investigating. What are we investigating? Are we investigating the snoring lizard over there, or?
At that, Naomi kind of just shakily walks down a few steps and just kind of puts both of her hands on Vexis' arm. And we're going to go to Dexion and Xalbaer. So you guys watch Laura for a couple of minutes jump in and out of this wall. And then she didn't come back out.
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't have to do with Naomi.
Mm-hmm. Good confirmation, though. Still no idea. Tunnel?
Yes.
Or rather, hallway?
Yes.
All right. So you two, let me go to my notes. Do the dark and tunnel. And you two step through the sliding door that turns, sliding wall, I should say, turns. And as you step into this darkened hallway, you notice that there are 3 doors to your left, 2 to your right, and a door at the end of the hall.
Why is it always doors?
Which one first?
At least it's not stairs.
Xalbaer will walk over to the first one on the left and just open the door.
So, as you open the door... Here,
Bless.
Let me show you what you see inside the room. And then I will describe it.
You know it's bad when there's a prepared picture.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, then.
So, as you open the door, it's a generally white room, but there's dark, grayish smoke, almost completely obscuring the white of the room. And inside it stands a large, vaguely rabbit or hare-like soul stealer. And you think it stands about, it looks about T-Rex size. And it seems to be very currently occupied with trying to pull out what appears to be the handle of an oversized key. But its claws slip through each time. And let me roll a perception for it. To see if it noticed that you opened the door.
I was gonna.
It does not. It rolled a nat 1.
We're going to be shutting the door. We're going to be shutting the door.
We do not perceive. We do not see.
Exactly.
We're going to quietly close the door and pretend we never saw that.
Yep, and
Yeah.
you close the door.
Okay. Not that one.
So
And
now you know the first door has that in it.
all right. And then Xalbaer will move to the second door on the left. We're doing great. And just open it and see.
The second of the three doors opens into a room with a computer and a very strange contraption. The contraption seems to have a tube-like shape in the middle with petal-like dark blue doors set halfway closed. The tube is tall, but it's too short and confined for Xalbaer to step into it. Specifically. Beside it seems to be a control panel similar to the one in the control room that you passed through, but with different options.
Okay. Yeah,
Are
let's block
these
in this one.
Yeah. Xalbaer will wander on in and take a look and see if the control panel has any indication of what anything does.
So, roll intelligence or investigation.
Dexion is also looking at things.
Yeah. Do you want to look at the tube itself, or do you want to help Xalbaer with the control panel?
I'll look at the tube.
Mm-hmm. You also roll investigation. Yeah. So, I'm gonna start with Dexion because that's a 21. The tube is, of the diameter to... Specifically, you'd think, that Naomi is of the correct size for this tube. And you do see at the bottom a couple of stray, red hairs that are, quite long, which probably belong to Naomi. The inside of the tube is very smooth to the touch. And it's very clear from the way the petal-like doors are arranged that they close one after the other in a succession of 3. Now, Xalbaer.
Yes.
There are a couple of buttons and levers on here that you're not quite sure what they do because they're not labeled at all. But
Of course not.
there's a button that has very clearly a light symbol on it. And it seems to be some sort of setting. And of course there's a green button. Which probably means go.
Unless it's opposite day.
Oh, God.
Screw it. He's gonna hit the button with the light symbol on it.
So as you hit the button with the light symbol on it, the inside of the tube lights up in a goldeny light, and there seems to be motes of it kind of shining down from the top of the tube.
It's bizarre.
Very. He'll hit it again to see if it turns off.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
All right.
Dexion.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Do you think we should hit the green button as well, or should we leave this for the moment? Xalbaer will
Why
hit
not?
the button.
Okay.
So is I have to ask a question. Dexion, are you inside the tube?
No, definitely not.
Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, so I need you to make me a dex save as the petal-like doors start trying to close on your hand.
Luke Skywalker's you.
Oh no! Oh god!
You nailed it. So you quickly pull your arm back as the petal doors close, one after the other. Shikink. And the tube powers up and whirs. And then it whirs for a couple of minutes, and then there's a ding. And the doors slowly open again.
Is there elevator music? Is there elevator music playing?
No, it's not an elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it did, though. So what are you doing?
I'm looking at it.
I don't
That's it.
suggest one of us gets inside of it.
Too bad we sent Lara off.
I'm sure there'll be time later.
Speaking of Laura, let's go back to Vexis and Laura.
Oh, all right. So anyway, I guess let's see. So all right. Explain to me again what this place looks like that they're in.
So
So I can get it up.
behind you is the golden wall that you step through.
Right. Right.
On the sides, that I didn't explain it earlier, but there's stained glass windows on the sides, and if you look out, you can see the dark, roiling clouds beneath.
Right. Very dramatic. Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right.
And before you is a set of stairs leading up to a dais filled with pillows and scarves and rugs, all different kinds of fabric, of which this bronze dragon is sleeping on top of. And let me get you a picture of the bronze dragon.
Right. Let me see.
Here he is.
Okay. Oh, he's adorable. Look at him. And he's sleeping.
And he's snoring.
And he's
Very
snoring. Yeah.
loudly.
Very loudly. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So basically, they're just kind of like, let's see. He's dealing with Naomi, and Laura pretty much like all on her own to commit gremlin crimes or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Except that Naomi is standing there, and she's, she's leaning on Vexis, but she's also still right there.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Laura goes, she looks at Naomi, and she looks over at the dragon up there on the dais, and she's just like, if we have to go up those stairs, I mean, I'm absolutely done with that. Because you have no idea how many stairs I had to go up to get here. And then there's more stairs. Where is the freaking elevator in this place? Like, you would think, like, I mean, how many stories is this?
Here?
There's a dog in the background, and that's my dog, and I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Returns.
Well, anyway, it was just like, Laura just kind of like pinches the bridge of her nose, and she's like, okay, all right. Okay, what's with the lizard dragon? Have any of you guys tried to wake him up? Because he might actually know what we're supposed to be doing here, or are we just going to, like, stand around.
If you would let me explain to you, and
Okay,
perhaps stop going off as you do.
Look, I'm nervous. I'm inside this huge place, and I just stepped through a wall, and that has an effect. Okay, sure, all right, fine, okay. She just holds up her hand. She's like, all right, fine. Go ahead. I'm listening. She folds her arms.
Yes.
She's listening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, she is annoying.
No, it's amazing. This is great. And Vexis is looking rather prim, and his tail's kind of swishing, and he's like, "Excellent, thank you. Now, we came to the cathedral, and we have found out that this creature sleeping at the top, and some of the elements that the cathedral does is a security system in order to protect it. Them pronouns, and Naomi here, and he sort of gestures
To the 6'2" Azamar.
Yes.
standing so tall over him.
Who's kind of wilting against him right now, but
Yeah.
Hey, important
Laura's
question.
short too, so.
you have a question?
How short? How short?
How short is Lara?
She is 5'5", I believe.
Oh, that's not short.
Well, you want me to
should
make her
know.
shorter? I can make her shorter. You want her to be 5'4"? Proof. She's
This is a
5'4". There
threat.
you go. All right, we're making her shorter. She's 5'4". There you go. All right. She's shorty.
And Naomi here, they are the sort of upkeeper of this cathedral and the caretaker of the very big lizard you are staring at.
Okay. All right. So basically the idea is that we don't want to wake the lizard up because the lizard will probably eat us or do something horrible or whatever. And we're just
No.
basically okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Naomi's voice just kind of appears in your mind again, and they say, "That's not true at all. I've been trying to wake them, but they've got pieces missing. I can't wake them without their memories."
Wait. Memory? She goes into Laura just kind of looks at Naomi and she looks over at the lizard and stuff. So she's like, so that over there isn't just some big giant lizard beastie that will probably eat us if it wakes up. It's actual sentient being, right?
All dragons are sentient, but yes. Yes.
Not the ones I've met.
Yes, this is a sentient person who has apparently lost their memories, and Naomi is trying to screen everyone who comes into the cathedral for said memories. Or information.
Okay. All right then. And she's just kind of quietly absorbing this information.
And
So, okay.
we aren't telling Zaya, by the way, about, at the very least, the dragon and such.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, what are we like? We're clearing the place out for Zaya. I mean, look, she just kind of folds her arms and she's taking out her dagger and she just kind of is tapping the flat of it against her arm. At this point, she's just he's like, because I mean, it's great and all just standing around, talking and getting to know everybody and stuff. But I mean, what are we going to do? Well, I mean, I want to do something. I mean,
This is reconnaissance mission. We aren't here to slash and stab and... Goodness gracious, they should have sent a Lossicon.
Where's the fun in that? I mean, that's part of the whole thing. You go there, you go and you explore a spooky dungeon place with the thunder and the lightning and the, that's all that stuff. And you go, you explore, and there's things.
Investigate. Why don't you go hunt the other two down and I'll do something actually useful for once?
Well, don't need to get all huffy about it.
I mean, I'm sure they're having an excellent time standing with their thumbs up their tails.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back to Xalbaer Dexion.
Laura snickers at that. Okay, that was good. That was funny. Speaking of good humor, so.
Yes.
All right.
So you've discovered that it does something. You're not sure what it does. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Taking mental notes and leaving.
Yep. Going to the third door on the left.
Third door.
Okay. So as you open the third door on the left, it seems to be a bathroom.
Can I do a perception of the bathroom?
Yeah. This is the first bathroom we've seen this whole time.
I mean there had to be one here.
It's probably just a normal bathroom, but you never know.
It's on the top floor, hidden behind a secret wall.
Yeah.
So, Xalbaer, this is a normal bathroom. It's got a bathtub. It's got, a toilet. It's got a sink. Pretty swanky.
It's got one of those nice little scrub things, in the bottle, to make your skin all nice and soft. It's got one of those.
The potions on the side of the bathroom are really nice, and if you squeeze one, one of them smells like strawberry.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. A very
well, Dexion is probably just gonna look and glance around and say, "There's nothing of value here."
Oh, hold on. I only describing what Xalbaer sees.
Yeah, no, Xalbaer didn't see anything.
Just let me go to what you see. So
this is not a place of honor.
Bless.
This is a place of strawberry scented potions.
Nuclear
He's a kitty.
There is a mirror cabinet above the sink, and on the floor is a nice fuzzy mat. Do you want to look inside the mirror cabinet?
Okay.
Inside the mirror cabinet, there seems to be a whole bunch of... a variety of different kinds of potions. A shaving kit. And a weird device that you don't really recognize.
I want to take the device for later.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in my hammer space.
Write down a weird handheld device.
Okay. We're not sure what it does. It's something.
What does it look like?
So it's handheld, so it has a handle, a grip, and it seems to have a buttony lever on it that when you push it, the two rounded balls at the end start very slowly spinning counter to each other, kind of like gears.
Okay.
Look, it's a polishing device. Probably. You don't know.
Oh my god.
It's suspicious, and I'm taking it.
Right? Weird polishing device question mark into your hyperspace.
Okay.
Please tell me there's like a little can of like some kind of pomade for like scalp wax or something like that around there, right?
Oh, there is some kind of varnish that was right next to that device. The varnish says, "Make your bronze beautiful."
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna inconvenience them by taking their polishing device.
That'll show.
What can I
This is the
say?
most evil thing I've done.
It's evaporated.
I'm having so much fun, y'all.
Bluejay, take an inspiration point.
What did I do?
You said this is the most evil thing I've done. I'm just laughing.
Oh, that was good.
Okay then.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm having such fun, you guys.
I'm fine.
All right, so you've discovered there are things in the bathroom. What do you do now?
And now we're gonna leave.
Suspicious, but yes, we'll leave it for now.
Okay. So you
now.
you still haven't looked at the two doors on your right and the door at the end of the hall.
Xalbaer will go over to the first one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rightmost one or the leftmost right one?
So if where we came in, the right wall from there. What?
Okay. So like
closest to where you came in. The one
Yes.
closest to where you came in.
Yes, that's not the Soul Stealer one.
Yeah, so the opposite of the Soul Stealer door. You look into this door, and you see that both these doors lead into a rather large lab, equipped for a lot of different kinds of science.
wow, I'm sure that won't be relevant later. Perhaps we should save this for later.
Send Vexis through.
Yes.
All right. So you have opened almost all of the doors in this hallway.
Second one on the right, then.
That also leads into the
Also
lab.
science. Yep.
Yep. Science lab.
Okay.
It's got two doors for it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
One at the end of the hall is left.
Yep. The one at the
Okay.
end of the hall is left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, well, Xalbaer will go down and open the one at the end of the hallway.
So the door at the end of the hallway, as you touch it, kind of seems to make weird staticky noises. But as you open it, it leads into a large room with a lot of windows, and opposite the door is a staircase leading downwards.
Is this where the main staircase leads into?
That's what I'm thinking.
Is it worth it to check? Actually, Xalbaer will wander over to the windows and take a look out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you look down and you see the dark roiling clouds, and you can see, all the windows going down the tower until they meet the clouds, and the clouds kind of just obscure stuff, you know.
It's a beautiful day.
What a lovely day.
Dexion will do what?
He's still at the door.
Mhm.
Xalbaer will turn around then and start wandering back over and say, "So, to the buttons then?"
Yes.
And I feel like we should take a break.
I was about to say, on that note, let's take a break.
Yes, please. I have to go use the bathroom. Okay. All right.
Break time.
Bluejay, I have notes on all of the rooms. I will send them in evil group chat. And with
Okay,
that, I
thank
will
you. Because I've
disappear for
not
now.
actually been taking notes.
I've been taking notes, but I don't know how good they are. Considering my notes for the first one is Bunny in all caps, question mark, in all caps, stole, stealer, T-Rex size, dash, Keyblade.
You know.
You know.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm reading through the chocolate gallery, basically.
You okay there?
Marlo pieces out. I will attempt to go through the wall. I will somehow make my way through the wall. There's a dragon, and Marlo just dissolved.
I need you to fucking know we kept having all of those tense parts, and I would make the mistake of leaving it on the coconut gallery, and then these two assholes would post a fucking meme, and I would just about choke trying to not start fucking laughing during our tense moments.
I just don't try.
Awful. Terrible. Truly evil.
That's us. We're evil. Hey.
Also, peck.
Yep.
I saw the title card in the red eyes, and my brain completely dismissed it. And then, fucking in the peanut gallery, fucking Bluejay rolling up like, yeah, Lara has like the possession red eyes, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see what comes of that.
So
Having
good
the
luck
Mothman eyes,
keeping this a secret from Saya.
Yeah.
Zaya has to get up all of the floors. He can kiss Vexis' ass if he decides to bring his ass out here.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We sent Lara through the wall and then wandered off.
Yeah.
We're so stupid.
Here's the technical question then. If Zaya is possessing Lara, can Lara still go through the wall?
Nope.
Because then it's Zaya technically.
Oh.
In
You
fact,
play herself.
in fact, something weird might happen.
Something weird, huh?
I get thrown out of the room.
Oh, boy. I can't wait. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like it's like an on-off switch thing. You know, like it gets turned on. Like, you know, like maybe I don't know.
Lara steps out of the room and Zaya possesses her, tries to walk back in, and it's just like yoink. Possesses Lara confused.
Zaya tries to possess and
tries to walk into the wall, and it's just like splat.
Yeah, exactly.
Zaya tries to possess Lara, and he gets a message that says, Lara is unavailable right now. Try again later.
Take a
Magic 8 ball.
Laura's just sitting there, like, you know, like staring off into space or whatever. You know, she's like on screensaver and stuff. You know, she's just like.
So I hope it was
boy, this
okay
is
that I
fun.
referenced Larsakan. My brain was like,
Yes.
who would Vexis prefer to have come out?
Yeah, Larxicon real, guys. He's the final member of the 13th Order.
I can't believe this. Is this... Who are you, Larxican?
Do you want to at least tell them what race Larsakan is?
Larxicon is
I
a
feel
Muppet born.
I knew it! I knew it!
Yes. Bonzo.
All right. I'm just like you guys know a lot more Kingdom Hearts lore than I do. I have like very little knowledge of it, so I'm just kind of like nodding my head, going, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good."
It's okay, I don't
seriously,
either.
Seriously, like my extent of Kingdom Hearts knowledge is probably that one AMV thing where it's the oh god, what is it? Hang on. Now I got to look it up. Okay, great. All right. I've got to look it up now because I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's that what?
Gently.
It's that one YouTube. Yes,
It's okay.
Gently,
I got nothing either.
Gently, I would like you to know.
yeah.
I got
It has
tears
been such a
screaming
delight.
about Elijah audio. Wouldn't you like to know?
You prick! Fuck you, it's not Kingdom Hearts. Fuck you!
I told you it's always Kingdom Hearts.
I just look at everything that Heart does and assume that it's going to be Kingdom Hearts, and if it's not, I'm still suspicious.
Heart told me he wasn't connected, so I trusted him.
That's on you, baby.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah,
This is a problem.
it's the Tune Up Ravers Fantasy music video. That one. That's pretty much what I know
Don't
about
know what
Kingdom
that-
Hearts.
I don't know what that is.
Hang on, let me see if I can get like a link to it here. Hang on. You guys hear? Did you guys hear that?
Me?
Huh?
No.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I was going to say, I hope it didn't blast anybody's earballs out. Okay, let's see here.
You Norda boy.
Except it's Laura.
No,
So
look,
how come the rest of us aren't Norded?
because so
There it is.
We're members of the union.
Look at
You don't have a union.
it's because
damn.
the people who normally go to the Eclipse people who normally go to the Eclipse Cathedral
Tourists.
yeah, people who normally the people of the order who normally go to the Eclipse Cathedral in quote unquote canon as we are a bootleg are rebels, people who are against Zaya North.
We got sent here to die.
We're in detention,
Dexian's a
y'all.
hardcore loyalist.
Oh, boy.
So you guys still have your own control.
We're potential rebellious teenagers, and so he's sending us here to either kill us or get us Norded.
Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Yep. That's it. We figured it out. That's right. That's it. That's the story.
Time to get real into unethical science.
Yeah.
Alright. So are you guys ready to start up again?
Yeah.
Give me just a sec. I'm gonna cram this
Yeah.
last bit of this piece of pizza in my mouth.
We gonna do dad facts?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do dad facts.
Dad
Although,
facts.
real quick, audio, I want to make a note for the record. All I said was that you're never going to guess who it is because because the person that I made this bootleg of is not in Kingdom Hearts canon.
We love to see it.
Okay, first of all, don't talk to me ever again. That is a joke. Second of all, I just remembered something else. I actually remembered something important to have on record for the recording. It has to do with your time dilation doobly-doo shit.
Oh yes. So I
welcome.
made a
I
mistake.
am the brain
Thank
cell.
you, thank you very much. I made a mistake last time in the second episode where I said that the bird slowed down or whatever. Okay, so
It should have been the opposite.
it should have been the opposite. That because the bird was outside the barrier, the bird should have sped up. Because when the Eclipse Cathedral and Timeless Hollow is slow, the whatever it's connected to is faster than it, time-wise.
So basically, the bird did like that little meme of the frog going into hyperspace type of thing, just like
Yeah.
that.
You guys don't know what happens when you turn up too fast or Roadrunner
Time
because you
travel.
never tried.
Time travel.
You've gotta try it.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, now we have to try it. You know,
Nope. We're gonna
Okay.
die.
we're gonna die.
All right.
We come out and Zaya's plans are
dad facts,
2 months
dad
ahead.
facts. Time for some dad facts.
Dead.
Yeah.
Evil edition.
Boy.
Should I start then?
Yes.
Vexis sheds. And so does Oddmund. And it makes laundry day real hell for everyone else.
A nightmare.
Yeah, especially because they're wearing black, basically. At least some of them are wearing leather. So it's black leather or black fabric. And Vexis is fucking orange and Oddman is brown and white.
Yep. And I'll raise you a dad fact to your dad fact. They always make Deluxe do it. They always make Deluxe do the laundry.
Poor Delix.
Oh, lad.
Poor lad.
He's so small, he can't carry all the coats.
You just see a big pile of laundry, just mobile.
Shuffling.
going across.
Coat mimic.
No.
Altaria, you're next.
Xalbaer shows up on time to every council meeting with a coffee from a different coffee shop. There's
Every
a
time
reason.
it's a different coffee shop.
How do you know so many coffee shops?
He's got his ways.
Amazing.
He's got connections. It's like there's a whole underground coffee mafia thing going on.
You know what? I'm gonna write that down.
Coffee?
Coffee
Yeah. The coffee.
They threaten you by saying they're going to ground you.
He's like, no. Just for that, no cream. Oh my goodness.
Okay, for Lara.
Okay, for Laura, her facts. Laura she's double jointed. So she has the ability, and it's really fun too, because she is her being a Warren, she can make this look even, more disturbing. But her thing is like, she's like one of those that can like, twist your fingers around, like bend all the way back to your wrist and like dislocate your shoulder and, that sort of thing. And she does that like frequently. She's done that in the past to like either like lure people out to make think that she needs help, because she can make herself literally look like a train wreck victim. And she either does that, or she just does it to like, screw around with people and stuff, be like, hey, look what I can do, stick her hand out, and then she's like bending her finger all the way back to her wrist, touching her wrist and that sort of thing. So yeah, very, very cursed.
Cursed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Wonderful.
All right. So Dexion's a book nerd, which is like easy mode dad fact. But the things he reads are like spell books and encyclopedias and instruction manuals, and like he's read the dictionary from cover to cover. And yeah, it's boring as hell, but like, what else are you gonna do with your time?
That's something to do, right?
Everything's gonna suck and not be fun. May as well get knowledge.
Yep.
Too bad my vocabulary is very small.
It's okay. Alrighty.
No. We need a dad fact from Heart.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess that one.
Yeah.
The one about Dallas.
Yeah.
Give us
You haven't been
one
around
about.
Naomi enough to get a dad fact. I mean, you got one last time with the fact that she has pictures on her walls of people she couldn't have met.
Larxicon dad fact.
Oh my god.
So, a fact about Larxicon is that he likes animals better than people. So, when he wants to talk to Vexis, he'll talk to Oddmund instead.
This is canonical confirmed. You're welcome.
Nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
I bet Vexis appreciates that, though.
Nobody talk to me.
Only talk to my secretary, points at
Yes.
us.
Exactly. You have to clear it through the secretary first.
Right. Are we ready?
I think so, yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
ready.
Alright.
I'm ready.
So,
I'm ready.
Xalbaer and Dexion have decided to head back down the hallway into the room again. And we're gonna go back to Vexis and Lara.
Okay, then. All right. So we have gotten. Okay, so Laura knows now that this is a reconnaissance thing. We're just kind of scoping the place out. All right, so let's see. So it's just this room. Is there any should I roll like a perception to see if there's like any other like entrances or exits or anything interesting?
I'll just give it to you. In the part of the room that you're in, the only entrance and exit is that golden wall you walked through. And
All right.
a bunch of stained glass windows, which you're pretty sure they don't open.
Hmm.
And the most interesting thing in the room is the sleeping dragon.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. The thing of it is like me as the player would want to just go up there and bother the dragon, but
And you can certainly
because
try.
But see, the thing of it is like, I mean, Laura can be oblivious about things, but she's not dumb.
Mhm.
And it's against her better judgment to bother, because obviously if a dragon is sleeping, we don't know what the dragon will do. We're going to let the dragon, we're not going to bother the dragon, right? Because bothering the dragon in the past means you get fried to a crispy bits.
Well,
you
have
don't do that.
gotten the information from Naomi through telepathic speech that Naomi has been trying to wake the dragon up, and nothing's worked.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. You know what? I've got an idea. Laura at this point, is just kind of like she has to have something to do. She likes having something to do, and there's really nothing to do at this point. So she just kind of like leans up against the wall, and she pulls out her mandolin, and she starts like plucking away at it.
Okay, which wall
quick
is she
question.
leaning against?
Which wall?
Do you think for the sake of the funniness, should it be the golden wall?
If you lean
I
up
feel
against the
like-
golden wall, she's just gonna fall through.
Yeah, exactly. But she got okay. All right, I got it. Okay. So Laura, because she just kind of like sticks her head. And she's like, well, okay. So this is interesting. Whoa! And she goes through the wall,
And
then she stick her head back through. Can she stick her head back through?
yeah.
Okay. She sticks her head back through, and she's like, I completely meant to do that. Okay. So she comes in, and she's just like, oh, she's like, she pulls out her mandolin, she just plops down on the floor, and she's just like, okay, well, since you guys just want to like sit around, I guess I'm gonna start practicing my chords and stuff. So she's like sitting here, playing with her mandolin, tick, 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 just kind of like a doing it to keep busy type of thing, because
So
just out of curiosity, if she plays the music, would that have any effect on the dragon?
give me a performance check, and I'm
Okay.
going to say as Dexion and Xalbaer walks back into the room, they see Lara fall through backwards through the wall, and then immediately get up and walk back through and they hear the echoing of, I meant to do that.
I meant to do that. Of course she did.
What the
All
hell?
right, performance. Ooh, I've got a +6 for performance. Let me see what this will do. Dice Parser might decide to screw me over with this, but I don't know.
Let's see. I should...
17.
Okay, hold on a sec. Just hold on a sec as I pull something up.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
A different character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Whoa.
Okay. Hello.
So that's okay. History. That makes sense. I'm gonna roll my blue dice. Blue dice. Oh, okay.
Can't
I
wait
will
to
say-
wake the dragon.
I will say, as Laura pulls out the mandolin and starts playing. Vexis's ears go like flat against his head, and he looks a little annoyed.
Okay.
He's gonna say something in a minute.
And
Oh my goodness.
so as Laura starts playing, suddenly the dragon seems to flicker and glitch, and instead of a dragon laying there, there's a person who snores a lot more quietly.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Let me
All
show
right.
you what that person looks like.
Okay.
They look
Can't
like
wait
this.
to see. Ah.
And
There we go.
so I'll
All
describe
right.
for the recording what the gust looks like. They're tall-ish, about an inch shorter than Naomi. They have bright, vibrant green hair, which is currently not actually in a ponytail. It's all like underneath them because it's all very long.
Yeah.
They have a bright blue, electric-looking scar across their face, which
Ooh, fancy.
starts at their nose and goes underneath one of the hair pieces towards their ear, which has a dangling golden earring off of the long point. They have a long, nice green cape with a star symbol that's clasping it. They have a mauve vest, which is bright mauve on one side and dark mauve on the other, over a nice blue shirt. Their pants are mauve, and they've got weird-looking boots.
Uh-huh.
And their skin is
Interesting.
I don't know how to describe that. So it's like light caramel,
Yeah.
maybe
Bronzy.
bronze.
Bronzy.
That's it.
Bronze.
It's bronze.
Okay.
It's bronze
gotcha.
skin, guys.
Bronze. All right.
Now-
Sounds
And
good.
They're sound of sleep.
Okay. Okay. Does Laura notice this? Do I need to roll to see if she notices or if she's just like caught up
Okay,
in her
so
little.
I'm pretty sure she would notice that as soon as she was playing, the sound in the room got so much quieter. Now you can actually hear your own playing.
Oh, okay. All right. She just she stops mid-strum and she looks over at them and she looks over at the snoring person and she's just like, "What did I do? What did I do?"
You're quite done.
Naomi kind of just stares at Laura and blinks, goes, "Wow, what did you do?"
I don't know. I mean, I was just sitting here playing my mandolin, practicing because I guess you guys just want to kind of hang out here with the dragon snoring, which isn't a dragon anymore. Now it's a person of some kind. And yeah, I would figure that one of you guys would know what this is about. I mean, I'm just the guard. I just play the music.
I was Vexis taking all this. Let's
Yeah, how are
Vexis
you doing,
talk.
Vexis?
Vexis looks like he wants to like grab Laura and throw her outside of the room.
Entirely valid, and I wouldn't blame him a bit if he wanted to do that.
I don't think he has the strength. He is just. He's still got like one arm definitely out for Naomi to hold, but the other is just pinching the bridge of his nose, and he's like got his hackles raised a little, and his ears are flat against his head. And he's like, "This is not how." Do you want to go find the others so you can actually do something instead of sitting here?
I did kind of do something like I was just sitting here playing my mandolin, and then all of a sudden the dragon's not a dragon anymore.
Yes, well,
But-
I would love to do tests right now, but I was trying to have a conversation before you tumbled in, and I would rather be like my privacy in this conversation. Thank you very much.
Alrighty then. I guess I will go out. She's like backing up like through the door. It's like, I know. She puts up her mandolin. She's like, I guess I know when I'm not wanted
And then it
around
cuts off right there
here.
as she walks back through
She walks
the
through back to the
wall.
door. Yeah. And it is like she's over on the other. She's on the other side of it. She's like, and she ends it. She's like, and another thing. And all right. I guess I'm going off to go look for everybody else.
And as she
Great.
turns
All right.
around, Xalbaer and Dexion are just standing there.
Oh, that was easy. Hi.
For God's sake. Okay. So what did you see in there?
Well, okay. So anyway, first of all, it's really, really rude to ask somebody to go through a wall. I'm still mad about that because I didn't know what in the heck this wall was going to do to me. For all I know,
Okay,
it
you
could've,
know what? Never mind. We're going this way.
Okay, sure. Sounds good to me.
Xalbaer's gonna go.
She's put her mandolin up by now. And she's just like, finally. Oh, finally, we get this. We're actually, you know what? I was in there, and all they were doing was just standing around, and there was like a snoring lizard in there, and it's just, and then I started playing my mandolin, and then it turned like into not a lizard, and it's just, I mean, look, I came here because I was thinking I was going to do things, but apparently, but the thing is standing around and talking and reconnaissance or stuff like that. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So, where are we going?
We found the bathroom.
Really?
Dexion has been ignoring you this entire time.
Xalbaer is listening but confused and heading towards the buttons with Dexion.
Okay, so there is a door that Lara, you came through, but you didn't stop because you didn't find your friend and your coworkers in those rooms, but you did run through a room that looked like a living space with a bed and a whole bunch of pictures on the wall that you didn't stop to look at. There was a room with a whole bunch of bottles on a table, a projector, and bright flashy lights on the wall that you walked by, and there was a room right before this one with a huge control panel in it.
Okay. All right. Oh, I wanted to say too, whenever they said the thing about where they said we found the bathroom, her immediate response is to just sort of stand there, and she's just like, "Congratulations." You found the bathroom? So
Correct.
This is so this is basically like somebody's. So somebody lives here? I thought this place was abandoned. I thought there was nothing here except stairs and stupid snoring lizard things and us.
If I might ask about Sleeping Lizard, actually, what?
Hello?
Yep. What?
And tweet, what?
Yes. Yes, that was in tweet said.
What?
I'm sorry, Xalbaer's a little deadpan, so it lost the question mark at the end
It's just
there.
What? And there's a pause, and Laura's like, what?
Come on, finish.
Can you
Finish the thought.
Yeah, finish the thought.
Can you explain the lizard? Was it large? Was it like a gecko? Did it try to attack you?
No, it was sleeping. And it was up, there's this big, there was these stairs, because apparently whoever designed this stupid cathedral decided that stairs was a thing, I guess. I don't know. But
Limited real estate.
yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But there was like this dais thing, and there was like this lizard thing sitting up, and he was kind of like fuzzy. No, he wasn't like a gecko size. Like she stands there and she's like trying to think for a minute. She's like, I don't know, maybe like big, about the size of a horse. I don't know. I didn't really get up there to see him. But see, the thing of it is I started, because I was bored and they were just sort of like looking around at each other. And so I started playing my mandolin, right? And so I'm playing the mandolin, and then all of a sudden it turns into like a person. And then what's his butt gets mad at me and he chases me back out. So I don't.
Your man. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What could that mean?
What's his butt? Yeah.
Okay. So Dexion is still not listening. And he's
Dexion is just heading towards the control room, which is the room through the seemingly only door here, because the wall has closed.
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Xalbaer's still following Dexion, but questions on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, when you say as big as a horse, okay, so side note here. Xalbaer's 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
When you say the size of a horse, are you meaning roughly my size?
So
that's actually a good question. How big was the dragon?
I am going to clarify that the dragon, its head was so from like its jaw to the top, about the top of its head, reached about to Naomi's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, actually to Naomi's head while Naomi was sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
it's technically a small bronze dragon, but dragons are pretty big.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it only kind of looks small because it's it's Chinese dragon style. It's snake-like, very long, and it did look like it was coiled a couple of times up on that dais.
Well, Laura's just this thing. She's like, okay, so it's about, and then she holds her hands out and she looks at them, and then she just like gradually holds them out longer, and then she like puts them back in closer together. And she's like, you can tell that she's trying to figure this out. Mm-hmm. And then finally she's just like, look, I'm a bard. I know musical notes. I don't do math. I guess it was as big as you. I don't know. I mean, do you want to go back there and like we'll just drag the thing down the stairs and measure you guys, or what?
I don't think that will be quite necessary.
Good, because I am not going back up those stairs.
How do you expect to get out of here without using the stairs?
I'm going to slide down the railing, man. I mean, that's got to be a lot easier than going up and down these stairs. I mean, okay, if you think about it, like, I mean, who builds these places like this? Why did they? I mean, it's just like you got like, I mean, because it would be so much easier. You just hire out a contractor or something like that, and go and just like get a dang elevator going up and down, man. I mean, it's the 21st. Is it the 21st century? I guess I don't know. It's the 21st century.
So the funny thing is well, elevators do exist in the 1940s.
Yeah.
They're just not common.
Elevators exist in Einquell. There's one in Dodo Studios.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it's very clear that when this place was built, elevators did not exist.
Yeah.
I reinvestigate the control panel.
Yeah.
While we're having this very deep conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so you walk back into the control panel room. There it is. The console takes up most of the room, but there's room enough for all three of you to stand at least somewhat comfortably.
Yep. Like, crushed up there. So, some fun, huh?
There's a bunch of knobs and levers, all with lines of magical power linking them. I do know that, Dexion, last time you were in here, you did figure out somewhat of what these things do. So, if you want to just have that investigation roll be finding out what all of it does. DC's not too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So while Dex is doing that, it's like, okay, I want you guys to picture like him, like the sitting there, like trying to figure out the controls, looking very serious and stuff. And all of a sudden, like from the left hand side, you just see Laura's face slowly appear, and and she's just like standing next to, like, and she looks down and she's like, "You do know what you're doing, right?"
Yes.
In fact, Dexion does know what he's doing, because that's a 22.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And
Woohoo!
you do already know that there's a knob currently set to sync that seems to control the time syncage from the Eclipse Cathedral and Timeless Hollow to Einquell at the current moment. You are pretty sure that this other knob here that Naomi was like, don't touch that, I'm afraid, which is currently pointing towards a symbol that resembles the Well of Inspiration, must mean that the Eclipse Cathedral and Timeless Hollow are currently connected to Einquell.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep, you don't know where the other symbols are, where they go to, but that could be a very interesting experiment.
To try to figure out what the
You're
symbols
right.
mean.
I have not been thinking about it for 12 hours.
Okay. Laura's got a +2 to Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something, like, just out of curiosity, like if she wanted to figure out what the if she could figure out some of the symbols or whatever, would she roll that? Or
I would have to say, for the specific symbols around the knob, Laura would have to roll history.
oh, history, gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay,
Because
Well,
of
she's got a
Laura's
got
backstory
a
stuff.
gotcha. Okay, all right. She's got, whoa, Lord. Okay, all right. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll history then. Let's see what I can get. Guys, Parser, are you gonna be nice to me? Or are you gonna be mean? +2. Okay. 20.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
20.
Laura, you look over at this knob that Dexion's like, oh, I'm pretty sure this means it's connected to Ironquell. And you look at the other symbols. Now, the heart with an X through it is kind of familiar, but the key sword is very familiar to you. And it kind of reminds you of, well, hazy memories of a time when you were in a different place from Einquell with Marlowe.
Ah. She's just sitting there. She just is like, she's just staring at it. And she's got a very, very studious look on her face. And she's just nodding. Like, hmm.
And the heart
Anyway.
through and with an X through it, you are remembering that that means darkness.
Oh, holy darkness.
Uh-oh.
Or a place of
Just a bit-
darkness.
Oh. Hmm.
Can I pull up a
Mhm.
like a view of the outside? Because there's a screen that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily
And-
pull up a view of the outside.
I wanna mess with the dial.
Okay, what do you turn it to?
Oh boy.
Let's go with the key sword.
All right. So,
Oh.
Xalbaer, are you going to stop this or are you going to watch?
No, Dexion beat me to it. down to the symbol and everything. Like
All right.
Dexion beat me to it.
So, Xalbaer reaches for the knob, and Dexion, you reach for it and you turn it. And when you turn it to the key sword, the shimmering barrier around Timeless Hollow that you can see on the display shimmers and shifts, and the ground starts to shake. And then
Oh.
suddenly, beyond Timeless Hollow is a dusty, dark place, literally filled with only ridges, and in the distance, you can see the ruins of a city.
Ah.
Ah.
I wonder what Victor Volt is thinking now.
I think Victor Vol is, no, if you want to check up on the Timeless Hollow residence, you know how to do that.
Do I? Can I do that?
Yes.
Laura's like, this is boring. Change the channel.
So, Dexion, you pull a couple of levers and hit a couple of buttons, and the screen's attention shifts to Timeless Hollow and the residents within. And the shadow people have all started to flee inside because they have no idea what the hell is happening. And out of a very certain temple comes a tall-ish toon in a dark cloak.
I forgot he's tall.
Yeah, he is 3/4 Larry size.
3/4 Larry size.
Oh my.
This is a full-size man.
Oh yeah. Behold a man.
Behold a man.
Yeah.
He's
Or a mouse.
not a mouse. He's a foal.
You're a man or a mouse. I'm a foal.
Anyways, the figure in a dark cloak turns and looks out, and then seems to do the very rubber hose toonish thing of panicking before turning around and heading back into the temple.
Crap, they saw me. Quick, back in the temple.
Well, it's more like he saw what was going on, what was outside of Timeless Hollow now, and panicked.
Oh.
Okay, Dexion does a little evil chuckle.
Eclipse Cathedral.
Here's where I say the Eclipse Cathedral can connect to 3 different places.
Aha.
You have no idea what these places are, although, Lara, you recognize the ruins a little bit.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you
I
do.
Oh. I do. It's what I'm thinking it is, right?
It's what we talked about.
Okay. All right.
Woo!
Okay. Well, Laura's like, she's just been kind of watching all this stuff with interest and stuff.
Mhm.
And then she gets there and she gets to the ruins and she just stops and she turns her head and kind of squints. And then she just elbows whoever's nearest to us and saying, Can you make that bigger? like, is there a way to like zoom out or something like that? She's very interested in seeing if
Is
this
there
is
a way to?
if this is the
there-
place she's thinking it is.
You think there might be a way to zoom in as she's asking, so you, Dexion, you fiddle around with the controls a bit, and it's not a clear enough picture, but it is a little larger. And it's clearly the ruins of some sort of city.
Laura just like blinks, and she's just like, she looks and she turns her head. She's like, and you can see she's trying to like kind of think, like, I guess like because it's just like, you know, I guess the dissonance of, you know, how she is thinking versus what she's seeing, you know, here, and she's just kind of like, what happened?
You know this place.
I mean, she just like kind of like blinks and puts her hand on the side of her face, and she turns her head and she's just like looking, and she's just like, she just says softly, she says, yeah, I do.
Xalbaer, how are you taking this?
Just kind of processing everything. Trying to figure out, Xalbaer wouldn't know this place, would he?
No. It's not recognizable to you. It's definitely nowhere in Exandria.
Okay. Yeah, just processing.
So, I am going to also note that in the zoomed in picture, there's the briefest. So, the sun is eclipsed.
Oh.
And it doesn't seem to have moved. And the light that comes from this eclipsed sun glints off of some things in the picture sticking up in the ground.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you know Kingdom Hearts, you know where this is now.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
And now we're going to smash cut back to Vexis.
Vexis.
So, Vexis, Laura just left. We're rewinding. Rewinding a little bit to give Vexis the time it took for them to do that. And Naomi just blinks at Laura's retreat, and then slowly and kind of shakily unclamps her hands from you and starts walking back up the stairs.
Vexis waits like a good couple of minutes before moving. His hand that he hadn't had Naomi hold on to, like his arm, had gone to hover over one of his coat pockets by where his belt was. And he just stands there for a minute waiting, and then he kind of relaxes. And he looks at Naomi and the gust.
By this time, she's sitting beside this person and very gently, like, kind of doing a thing like rearranging his clothes to make sure they're all in order sort of deal, and making sure he's comfortable.
Vexis can feel the pressure, right?
If Vexis steps, yeah, Vexis can feel the pressure pushing against him right now. That he had to struggle through to get to the bottom of the stairs.
Vexis is going to give like a world-weary sigh and is going to sort of run a hand over between his ears and rest it on the back of his neck, and his tail is kind of flicking, and he's like, Naomi.
Yes. She speaks this time.
What you did. A lot to address, not a lot of time with Laura here. Damn. Laura is the tune you just met.
Oh.
Do not trust Laura.
Why not?
Laura has the unfortunate, and he looks like he's considering taking a step forward, but he waits there for a moment. Laura has red eyes, and not everyone with red eyes is not to be trusted, but the person who sent us here, Zaya North, is a right bastard, and those in our order with red eyes are much more likely to tell him things that they have no right to be sticking their nose into. And it is for your safety and for the Gust's safety that you interact with her and any like us who come with red eyes as little as possible.
That's weird.
What do you mean by that?
She just kind of sits there and thinks for a moment, looking up at Vexis with all of her eyes. She kind of taps her bronze hands together. And then she goes, well, how can he know to... Are they connected?
I cannot say for certain. I am sure, other than there are times when their pretty little red eyes seem a little brighter than usual, and they talk quite a bit like Zaya, and you can tell because Zaya is rather full of himself. And
Time to drag Zaya.
She laughs, and the glow from her eyes and mouth gets a little brighter because she opened her mouth.
he is going to try and take a step forward.
Okay. Make me another wisdom check. This is like checking his willpower against the barrier that's keeping him from stepping forward. So he keeps stepping forward. It's like walking through molasses. He keeps pushing And he gets halfway up the stairs before he can't actually push further.
He sort of stops where he's standing and thinks for a second. Can I have him roll Arcana? Get the vibes.
Yeah.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Whoa!
So that's a 19 with a plus 10.
With the feeling of pressure and the fact that Naomi has been so, even while she's been shaking, so easily walking up and down these stairs, you definitely think that Naomi this is some type of security measure to keep the gusts safe. That is not preventing Naomi because Naomi has permission to walk through it. And you definitely think the only reason why you've been able to get this far is the same reason why you were able to go through that wall behind you.
He's gonna take a second to think because, oh yeah, the conversation Laura interrupted. That he was gonna have. And he stops in place and he very carefully, his hands sort of loose at his sides, and he looks not at Naomi but at the building around them. And his question is directed sort of to Naomi whenever he asks this. But he's like looking around at like the ceiling and stuff, and he's like, the building is sentient, yes?
The Eclipse Cathedral talks to me.
Yes. One can make some stuff of pieces of evidence, this and that.
Yeah, Naomi does not know what sentient means.
You know what? That's valid.
But she can infer that Vexis is asking about the building.
I am not attuned, so I can't exactly be held to some sort of blood promise. But if I make some sort of contract or promise that as long as I am within the cathedral, I would do everything I possibly can to keep you both safe. May I be allowed forward?
Naomi slowly looks up, and there's a different kind of look in her expression. Something alien to the 20-year-old Asmar's face. Something ancient. And she tilts her head as she's looking at him, and two bright white wings that seem to be slowly being consumed by dark feathers at the bottom open up behind her, and she holds out her hand towards him. And a voice not like Naomi's comes through, layered on top of Naomi's voice. Do you stake it upon your missing soul?
Oh, that's bloody terrifying. Thank you very much. Oh, wasn't me. Is this a deal with the devil or a deal with an angel? Because I've made quite a few of both, apparently.
Naomi just tilts her head to the side, says, Who knows? You don't.
Oh, fuck it. I guess I'm here doing whatever the hell in this God's blessed damned place. And he claps his palm beans against the hand and very carefully, not to pull his claws out, like grabs Naomi's hand.
Mm-hmm. And Naomi's grip seems surprisingly strong as she grips, and you two shake hands, and there's a significant feeling of burning on the other side of your hand.
Oh, I hate that.
No.
And you do notice that a symbol appears on the back of Naomi's hand, too. And then she lets go. And you can feel that the contract has been sealed.
Oh my goodness.
So if you break it, bad things will happen.
Oh.
You know, magical contracts and all
boy.
that.
You're gonna have to fucking send me a picture of this image, or doodle it up.
I'm going to have to doodle it up because it looks okay. So it has it's very close to the light symbol, but it's more complicated than that. It's got like a circle too, and like a magical circle
Yeah,
and
fancy.
the light symbol.
Very fancy.
Yes.
Vexis is going to very slowly pull his hand back and look like he has aged 10 years. As much as a cat can. I feel like he's gonna lose one of his 9 lives.
There it went.
And he's going to give Naomi a look over and sort of gesture and is like, a magic trick you did with Marlowe and then whatever is... I'm not one for religion, science. The whole light versus dark, whatever. What is... This is going to require a lot of hypotheses and... Damn it. Is Naomi okay?
Of course.
That's not reassuring at all. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness.
There is a device that keeps the caretaker from going over the bend. She knows how to use it, even if they do not know how to read.
Bloody hell. I'm going to need What is religion? What is going on here?
The alien,
so lost.
like, voice laughs, and then Naomi just kind of blinks and wavers a bit, her wings kind of just drawing against her back.
Naomi? Knock, knock.
Vexis?
That's okay. Hello, Naomi, dear.
Hello. She smiles.
I feel like I've done something very stupid, but... Is the pressure gone?
Yep. Pressure's gone.
Yep. Alright, Naomi, I suppose we're going to be here for a minute. I have no particular desire to go looking for the others, and I'm sure in the meantime they'll find something to break.
And as you say that, the rumble comes through,
Yep.
and the cathedral
Yep.
itself shakes, and I need you to make a dex save for me to keep your feet.
Amazing. A dex save. He has a +2 at least because he's a fucking cat.
Yep.
He's gets a 9.
So as the rumble comes through, it shakes you enough that you pitch forward and kind of just land beside Naomi on the pillows.
It's like whenever the cat has made like a sudden drop, and so it's like all their fur is puffed out and they're on all fours and their tail sticking straight out.
Oh my goodness.
And Naomi looks out the windows and what did they do?
That's an excellent question. I have a feeling they messed with your little machine. Are we going to stay here or are we going to go investigate, my dear?
She just kind of stands up and she walks around the gust to one of the windows and places her hand on the windows, and it suddenly looks clear. And beyond it, you can see there are no mountains anymore like there were. Instead, there's flat, dusty plains, and off in the distance, there's the edge of some kind of ruined tower. And she seems to relax. Okay. It's not the other place. She pulls her hands back from the window, and it turns to stained glass again.
Okay. Okay. I shouldn't have left those idiots alone for 1 second.
Do you want to rejoin them?
Not particularly, but at this rate, I probably should. And Vexis stands up, gives a side glance to the gust, looks away, shakes his head, gets up and slowly starts walking towards the wall. And he looks over at Naomi. Is Naomi still at the window?
She is for a little bit, and then her wings spread behind her, and she just kind of hops across and flies to catch up with him.
Okay.
She gets
Let's
them for
run to
a
the
minute,
bridge.
and to use them for at least a little.
Gets to be cool for 1 minute.
Yep.
Vexis is going to offer his arm to Naomi. Because, what the hell.
Naomi's gonna land beside him and just kind of put both of her hands on his arm as her wings fold behind her.
Alright, let's go find those 3 and shake them silly before something else gets broken.
And it's
I was gonna put it back.
it's very easy for you and Naomi to walk into the room as Laura is just I recognize this place.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the next room.
What about the third option on the dial?
I was gonna save that one for later.
Fair enough.
Laura's just kind of like staring at that picture, and she's got her hand over her mouth, and she's just like very still.
Insight.
Yeah. Insight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vexis will roll insight because he's coming into the room and he's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Science.
Science.
Awesome. 8. There is no insight.
Vexis, you look at Laura's face, and then you realize that you don't care.
20.
Just looks over at everyone. He doesn't care how they feel.
Ah.
I'm gonna also insight check Vexis.
So, Gently, you take that, but Dexion got a nat 20.
Oh. All right.
Goody.
Well. So definitely is picking up on something there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think at that point Laura maybe becomes like aware of that she's being scrutinized, I guess. And she just kind of like seems to snap out of it. And she looks over at them, and she just like kind of like licks her lips there for a minute, like she's getting ready to say something, and she's just like, "What kind of game are you playing with me?"
What? Me?
What?
Any of you. And she's just like kind of like backing away from them, just like looking at all of them, and then looking like, are we still looking at the
Yeah.
are we still looking at the picture there?
Yeah, the runes are still on the screen. And, like, I'm going to say this, Dexion, Laura seems horrified? Is that correct?
Well, just kind of
Or
like
seemed
it's
horrified.
unexpected. Like, this is definitely not something that she expected.
Mm-hmm. So, she seemed caught off guard, because there was definitely recognition for whatever this place was that crossed her face as she had been just staring at it.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's getting defensive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Putting that in the pocket for later.
And Naomi just looks over at the dial, goes, "I told you not to touch that one. Why? I mean, you didn't put it to the scary place, but why?"
Hang on a second. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting motioned at.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Mm.
So I don't have an answer for that one.
Do all three of them just kind of like,
Yeah, pretty much.
And Laura's like, "You're fucking with me. Why are you fucking with me?" And meanwhile, Xalbaer and Dexion are like, "It seemed fun."
If it helps, it was not because you told us no, but rather because it was a large dial.
Well, I mean,
In my situation.
Okay, so with that 16 on Vexis, by the way, since we're waiting a second, Vexis has come Vexis has come into the room, and Naomi still has the wings, right? And he's got Naomi on his arm still, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks irritated at all of them like he normally does. But that's also a level of contact that's kind of out of the norm for Vexis. So that's interesting. You're welcome. And I don't think he recognizes this place either.
No. Vexis doesn't. It's not any... Like I said to Altaria, it's not anywhere in Exandria.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's really interesting. Time to think about it for 700 more hours.
Hey, just for you, Bluejay, because you think so much about it. Vexis, like, obviously it's kind of like Dexion was one of the thought processes behind let's fuck with the machine. And he looks a little like parental disappointment. Not enough to like, you know, call you out on anything, but just like did you really do this while I wasn't there to help make sure it would go okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened.
Mhm.
Okay,
Gently,
so
are you back? Oh, no, Gently is still gone.
Oh no. When will Gently return from the war?
The war.
I mean, we could hit more buttons while we wait.
No!
man, I love Kingdom Hearts.
I love Kingdom Hearts. There's a war.
There's
So much destruction.
internal company strife.
Mm-hmm.
Unionize.
Who's unionizing?
Yes.
It's
I feel like at this
Xehanort,
rate,
but
Vexis is gonna-
he's taking over everyone else's souls.
No!
Gently,
What
are you
have for a
returned?
minute? I think sometimes their mic picks up on us being loud, so it
Oh.
echoes it
man.
back. Which is why we think Gently is here. It's not. It's just us talking to ourselves.
It's the ghost. It's the ghost.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah, me and Altaria had so many other plans.
Yeah.
But then you gave us more doors and we were like, ooh, doors.
I had to figure out where I could put my this is almost a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's also a hair soul stealer. I had to know where it would be.
I mean, fair.
I also had to know where the lab would be.
Yeah.
The baby lab.
Yep, the baby
When the
lab.
heroes come in later, they're gonna explore the bathroom.
I mean, you guys mentioned wanting to show them to the bathroom and then asking them to leave, so I had to put a bathroom somewhere.
That was a joke, but
Amazing.
I thought it would be
oh
funny.
yeah. So we didn't get to mess with it. I don't know if we will, because like we're almost at 3 hours.
You get to mess with what particularly?
Duplicate stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you did mess with it some last time, and I am saying that yeah, you guys can do all the things you said you wanted to do with the duplicates.
yeah, but like, do they? Are they all like individual people,
No, they're like
or do?
they're like program delusions, except they're a little more physical. This
Okay.
Hey guys,
is
I'm back.
So hypothetically, if I'm on every single floor, is me on floor 2 gonna know what me on floor 1 learned?
So it will be recorded by the cathedral. So Dexion, the real Dexion, would have to, like, go through the, Eclipse Cathedral's recorded records.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's cool. I can't wait to do that live.
Hi, guys. I don't know if you guys want to keep on going with this or what, but I'm going to just tell you guys to just let Laura just be kind of like, quiet and standoffish from other people. I'm sorry, something has come up.
Well, we're going to end soon anyways, because we're coming up on 3 hours.
Okay.
So,
All right.
anything you guys want to do next will be in the Return to the Eclipse Cathedral game, which will be a huge conglomerate of the hero team and the villain team clashing.
Oh, nice.
We will pick up. So we will pick up with an explanation of that. And Dexion, are you gonna put it back to Einquell?
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta make sure the plot still works.
I mean, I can make the plot still work if you leave it on the key sword place.
No, I'm gonna put it back.
Okay.
We can always come back to the key sword place.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can. All right. Thank you for joining us for the final installment of What's in a Memory. Join us next time for when the hero team comes back in Return to the Eclipse Cathedral. Goodbye!
Woo!
Bye-bye.
See ya.